Hey, hey, hey. This is Mr. Kevin Hodis. I'm with Swypit. And of course, I'm trying something a little new today. And I'm hoping that maybe we can talk about some things going on in the world. Might do this a little more often, but of course, you can watch my show on the Success Network at any time that we'll put together here and there. And we just did a show last week. We do it live right here at Swipe It headquarters in Frisco, Texas. But I had a past awesome few days. You know, uh, I got this coin. If you look in the back here, I could show you. I got these coins here. There's a bunch of mess stuff going on here. Let me move some of this stuff here. But like these are some of these coins are from Medal of Honor recipients. So you could kind of see, let me get that focused a little bit better. There we go. So really cool coins to get from and this guy here was just on the front page of the Dallas Morning News. Let's see if we get that to focus. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. And if you can see that, it says Leroy Petrie, Medal of Honor recipient. Known him for a few years. Pretty cool dude. Maybe tag him. I don't know if he knows that he was in the paper or the front page this morning, but pretty cool stuff. These little coins. He was in Afghanistan. It's Veterans Week, I call it. Veterans Days here in the next few days. But of course, there's people out there that are veterans that have done stuff, and this is get a Medal of Honor is pretty unique. A lot of these guys don't want that honor. Happen to be pretty good friends with Medal of Honor Doc Ballard as well. He's the only Medal of Honor recipient in the state of Missouri. Saw him on Thursday. Pretty cool dude. But if you could see these coins here, all kinds of different coins. Here's a cool coin I got. I have, I should say. Um, if you could see that coin. Just want to kind of give you guys a little, let's see, focus. Here we go. If anybody knows Restaurant Impossible, who's that? Robert Irvine. Robert Irvine coin is pretty cool. Got a few of his. He's a good dude. Does a lot with the veterans. I really respect a lot of people that do stuff with veterans. I saw John Rich on Thursday. Of course, John Rich and Big and Rich do a whole bunch of stuff with veterans. Pretty cool. I did get a coin on Saturday. Pretty interesting coin. High up on the food chain kind of coin. I did give him my coin, and then of course he gave me one of his. But it's the 20th Joint Chiefs of Staff coin. It's 4-star General Mark Milley. Come on, focus. Focus. What's it focusing on? There we go. And I don't know. You can love him, hate him, but he's still trying to do the best he can. Maybe he's a little bit of a patsy, maybe. Not crazy about some of the stuff he's done, but obviously to get to become a 4-star general, he must have done something right. I don't know what those things are. Maybe I should find out some more information about him. But today's special day is also Terry Burgess, father of Brian Burgess. If you've never seen the movie The Hornet's Nest, you should go on to Amazon Prime and watch that. That's about some fellas that lost their life in service to their country. And The Hornet's Nest was a kind of a debacle of something that happened over there. But, you should watch that movie. This is a great week to watch movies like that. Now, if you could see in my office here, you can't really see it. I'd have to move the camera. I'm not even sure how I would move it. But at the end of the day, it's Veterans Day coming up. And I'm going to talk about some different things this week. But, more importantly, I always want people to know that Swipe It processes credit cards all over the country, but profits from this company go back to help families of fallen soldiers. And coming up on January 29th, my big military appreciation night, I believe it's my 10th year doing it. Real excited for that. Trying to get some really huge people out there for some different things. We'll see how that works out. But, I'm kind of crazy with stuff going on in the news these days. We have some insane stuff going on. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the world right now. We've got gas prices are up a buck a gallon. It's going to hit the pocketbooks of every American. We've got um, people coming to our country and some things happen to them, and now we're going to pay them almost $1 million, 450,000 per $450,000 per family, and it's or some craziness. I don't know, and I mean we have military families that have received less than that, and all they did was serve their country and died in service to the country, and now we've got people just walking into our country illegally, and there's a better way to do it. Come and follow the protocols of coming into our country, and maybe you won't be separated. I don't know. I'm not really happy about this situation. I think that it's a really hard thing to talk about, but I don't think we should be giving people money to come here illegally. That's just going to open up a floodgates of, oh my gosh, how many people are just going to come running here? I mean, it's just not right. What the heck are these people thinking? I don't understand what's going on with our government today. Do you? I mean, like, for example, just here in our town, we've got people that are going to be complaining about the redistricting, creating new lines. So if you live here and the school's over here, maybe your child has to go to school over here because it's a brand new school opening. I'm really upset with these people, quite honestly. I mean, what if you were a veteran? Look at their lives going from their kids. You might have moved from Colorado Springs to, you know, New Mexico, and then maybe New Mexico to Utah, and Utah to, South Carolina. Who knows where you've been juggled around? Well, those people have families and kids, and those kids had to go to multiple different schools. They had to create new friends and everything. Well, here in our city in Frisco, we've got these ungrateful business. I'm sorry, they're not businesses. Ungrateful mothers and fathers that are just complaining that their kid's going to have to go to a different school within our city. I mean, if you didn't know when you moved here that this was a very large growing city, you might have looked around and checked things out before you moved there. I mean, when we moved here 18 years ago, all these schools weren't here. We were affected in different ways, but we're still in the same school district. We're still getting the same teachings and curriculum. And I mean, we have things here that others don't have in other areas of the country or within just the state. I mean, it's why I moved here. It's awesome the schools here. And you got these well, I don't want my kid to go to this school because it's got a bad reputation. Or I don't have to blah, 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 blah. They're all going to the same school. When your kids get older, if they created really good relationships with their friends, they'll just go visit them, or they'll create new friends. I mean, stop being so focused on one thing. This is insane what's going on in the world today. People are just so ungrateful. We should be thankful. And we should be thankful we have a school district that we have good kids that are, doing all of the good stuff that they do. And, I mean, I'm just amazed at all the stuff that we have, going on that is canceling stuff, woke people, give people stuff for free for nothing. I mean, what is going on? What is going on here, people? Where's the American dream? The American dream is to go to school, get a good education, learn how to do things. And if you want to strive to be very wealthy or successful, you've got to go out on a limb and sometimes make mistakes, and maybe you fall down and you get back up and you try to make a good living. You know, what what's going on? Where's the American dream? It's like the government now wants to stifle people if you're successful in business. Oh well, the more successful you are, the more we're going to have to tax you. I mean, this is what people don't know. You ready? You need to wake up to this. The government protects those very successful businesses for a reason. What do you think that reason is? Well, because they donate money to them for their campaigns to get elected. So, you really think they're taking care of the little guys, the little families? No. This is everything that's going on in the government now is really all about how you have people trying to get reelected. Think about that. Well, we always hear about, oh, we're not going to raise taxes, or we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And they get elected. What do? Nothing. Nothing. Stop believing the hype and all those people. It's ridiculous. You know, I mean, we could pull up stuff here. We could see all the stuff that every president over the past 20 years has said, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. How many really do it? Right now, when they become president, they've got to kind of figure out how to manipulate the system to get these other people to do stuff. But man, we got some crazy stuff going on right now. It's the worst it's ever been. I'm not real happy, and I'm really concerned for the future of our country. I mean, and you should too. I mean, they're just it's like, did you know that when a president or a senator or a congressman or whoever it is that's running for political office, when they get elected, one of the first things they do? First things, they're already talking about reelection. Reelection. I mean, it's insane that that's their focus. What about doing all the stuff you said you were going to do? Follow through on your commitments to the people that you had voted for you. It's insane. I don't know where our country's going. I really don't. You should be concerned too. If you're concerned, then, go out there and vote. But if you're not going to vote, do not complain. You don't have the right to complain. But if you vote and the person that you voted for didn't get in, well, then you got to live with the consequences, because more people that were you, they didn't go out and vote, but they seem to complain a lot. A lot of complainers out there. You know, I don't like to complain too much. My wife says I complain all the time, but I think that's just at home discussing stuff. I said that's a conversation. We're having conversations, it's not complaining. I don't like to really complain. I'm pretty positive all the time. I really want to be as positive I can. I like to see things happen in the world that are good. It's like so much doom and gloom. You turn on the TV. Really disappointed in a lot of the media and what they do. I mean, think about this for a minute, okay? I watch all the stuff in the morning. I watch all the media. I want to see what the headlines are going to be. I do CBS, I do ABC, I do NBC, and I do Fox. Those are the four main players. There's some really right-wing stuff out there. Those people are just really far out there, as you know. And but the mainstream media, let's call it that, right? ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. So I watch Fox, tape all this stuff. So I just zip through it really quickly. I don't get into it. I just watch the beginning to see what they're going to talk about. Of course, today Fox are talking about, paying out this money to these people that came here illegally. And then I pulled up all the other media. Not one of them mentioned it. Why is that? Don't you want to know what's really going on in the world? I've also read the newspaper today. Nothing in the newspaper today about that. Zero zitchel. Nothing. Nothing. What is going on? Why can't they just tell us all the stuff and let us make our own decisions? And unfortunately, we've got to watch everything under the sun, read every newspaper, everything. And we're just trying to figure out what's going on in the world, right? How do you figure it out? I'm going to tell you right now, the news on your phone isn't necessarily the news that maybe is real because I mean the algorithms of how all the stuff is being sent to us is based upon things we may have seen or looked at. Like I get these weird things about stuff to buy and I'm like, "Oh, that looks kind of cool." Next thing you know, I'm seeing all kinds of other stuff about it. Or I'll be talking with somebody in the office about something and then all of a sudden on my phone I go open it up and there's something similar or that product shows up on my phone. How is that possible? It's like my phone's listening. Yeah, yeah, your phone is listening. That's because we have these things we agree to. Would you agree to having your mic open for this app or whatever it is? You don't realize everybody's listening. And it's not like somebody's physically like listening. What's going on? No, it's just these apps are gathering keywords. That's how I think it is. I don't know. Maybe it's misinformation. Maybe I'm passing. I just think it's kind of odd how you talk about something and next thing you know, it's on my phone. How is that possible? Right? Kind of weird stuff. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of strange, you know? World is very interesting today. I don't know. What do you folks think? What would you like to see happen? I'd like to see gas prices the way they were. I'd like to see us be more energy independent. I'd like to see us where we've got somebody in control saying we're powerful and I mean I feel like we're the laughing stock of the world. I'm not sure what's really going on. I'm definitely a little concerned, and I think everybody else might be as well. I talk to a lot of people; they're concerned about it, but nobody says anything. They're afraid to. Why are people afraid to say anything? Because they might be canceled. The cancel people. They've kind of gone away. Some of those people, haven't they? Where are they? Well, it's kind of industry. There's some crazy stuff going on in the world today. I'm live in my office. I got this coffee cup, my old logo on it. I got to do the new logo on a coffee cup, maybe. But this is from Melissa. Thank you for the cup. It's just another day in the office at Swypit. And if you watch my show on the Success Network, this view of what you see is literally my office. It's not staged. It's kind of interesting. In fact, you might be wondering what some of the stuff is back here. Let me grab this one. This one here, I just grabbed this one on the right. A little dusty, but this is called a Telly. This thing's like a dangerous weapon. Somebody came in here, I could probably, hook them or something. I don't know. But this is from 2020, and I'll show you what that says. It's a Telly Award from Folds of Honor. So the Telly Awards in 2020, you submit your stuff for Telly. I mean, people like I happen to be watching Governor Abbott in the beginning of COVID. They come on and they talk, and in the background you see people's stuff. Everybody wants to look at. Come on, you do it. I know you do it, but everybody wants to see everything behind what's going on. Like they're talking about, oh, we're going to be mandating this, or we're going to be not mandating whatever the conversation is. But you're always looking in the back of somebody's office, like what books are they reading or whatever, right? So it's kind of interesting. Well, in the back, obviously, I've got a whole bunch of tellies here for a whole bunch of different things I've done. But Governor Abbott here in the state of Texas, he's got a telly. I was like, oh, cool. Governor Abbott has a telly. But the Telly Award was for People's Telly for a nonprofit something. I don't know, documentary. I'm not even sure what this just says. 2020 People's Telly Kevin Hodes Folds of Honor People's Telly non-broadcast. Don't know what that means, but I got one, so it's kind of cool. And if you want to watch the movie, The Folds of Honor, the Lieutenant Colonel Dan Rooney story, the guy who created Folds of Honor, you can watch that. It's on Prime. So you go to Amazon Prime and look up Folds of Honor, or you can go to IMBD and Google Kevin Hodis IMBD, and you'll see the other movies that I've been associated with. And as the executive producer, very cool stuff. Working on some other movies in the next year, so we'll be doing a whole bunch of stuff through the Abundance Network with my agent and all those cool people. But very excited to be here with you this morning. It's been a busy weekend. So, of course, we started with Skyball on Thursday, Medal of Honor recipients. I saw people getting sworn into the military on Thursday. And then, of course, there's the Big and Rich concert at the end of Skyball. And then we hung out with John Rich and Big and Rich and Kenny and Cowboy Troy at the Skyball event. I know John from being in the movie asked him to be in the Folds of Honor movie. So if you go to the Folds of Honor movie, you can watch John in the movie. Pretty cool dude. Probably headed out to his house in the next month or so and support some things that he does. But of course, when you're in business, you should be helping others. I do want to mention that you can watch the movies. Obviously, I talked about that, but you can listen to a podcast that I'm going to be on tomorrow. I'll post that information here shortly. I'm on Jeremy Locke's Last Letters, which is an interesting kind of podcast. It's one of the top 2% podcasts out there somehow or another. I don't know how that's rated or gauged. I have no idea. I know my podcast isn't top 2%, but I do know that Jeremy is done, I think I'm the 39th or 29th podcast. I don't know. He's done a few of them. And Jeremy Locke is the husband of Deandra Simmons, Housewives of Dallas. And Jeremy is an unbelievable photographer. And I'll post some of those pics and audio links and things of that nature here shortly. Hope you enjoy what I talked about there. Interesting insight stuff I've probably not said to a lot of people. People don't know, but it's things from the past. A lot of stuff. But just trying to help people. And that's what we do at Swypit. So hope you're having a great morning, great afternoon. And of course, remember when you're looking for anybody in my industry, the credit card processing industry, you might want to talk to us at Swypit. But really, at the end of the day, we want to help people. And we appreciate you. And we hope that you have a wonderful day. And I might do this a little more often. I might do it tomorrow, just talking about different topics. I don't know. Maybe you don't like my topics. You don't have to listen. Maybe you want to listen, don't know the topics. But just keep in mind, I have a positive and negative view on many things, but I also have a negative and positive of everything. So I look at multiple angles. So it's not just one way things are. Maybe I'll talk about some of my books here in the future. You can always pick those up. I'll talk about those and maybe give one away, because that's what I do. I give a lot of stuff away so people can grow and learn and do stuff. And then, of course, coming up, before I just sign off here again, because it's live, maybe we can see what's going on later this week. We've got the first Legends game coming up at the end of this week on Friday. It's the first home game. I can't wait to do that. We haven't done that in 2 years. It was canceled because of the COVID baloney going on. Yeah, I call it baloney. It's just been crazy, the whole COVID scene. Yeah, I did get immunized. Can I say that? No, I got vaccinated. And I don't allude to the fact that I wasn't or was. I was vaccinated. Trying to help my common man. I just wanted to get it over with so that we can get on to business. And whether you are vaccinated or not vaccinated, that's up to you. You live with the consequences of being vaccinated or not vaccinated. Who knows what's going to happen, Maybe my arm will fall off next week. I don't know. Either way, I can't control everything, but I can control the fact that I'm in charge of my own destiny, and I chose to get vaccinated. I don't judge anyone that didn't get vaccinated. while I wouldn't judge anybody that did get vaccinated. That's up to you. You do what you want to do. And of course, just trying to be a good person, trying to be helping people along with everything they do in life. But I'm going to put that back here in a few minutes. Maybe we'll talk about some of these others that I received. Hope you're having a good day. And we, of course, will talk to you soon. And remember to do what you want when you want. Always appreciate everybody and what they do for themselves. Thank a veteran today. Maybe when you're checking out at the grocery store, would you at least just smile and say thank you to the person that working there at the grocery store? Just say, hey, thanks. Thanks for being here. Nobody ever thanks anybody anymore for anything. I thank people all the time. Appreciate people. Hope you're having a good day, and I thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, if you listened this long. Anyway, wonderful morning. Hope you have a good day. Thanks. Bye.